Hosting the Davis County Panthers here tonight on WSON. I'm Greg Busby with Scott Stone and Steve Tao. Our game tonight being presented by Owensboro Health. Owensboro Health Henderson Healthplex is your go-to for all your healthcare needs, offering primary care, urgent care, orthopedics, and more, all under one roof. Located near the intersection of Highway 41 and Highway 60, the Healthplex is Henderson's go-to for healthcare. Henderson County Colonels 2-5, 0-1 in Class 6A First District football. The same for the Davis County Panthers, coached by first-year head coach Anthony Payton. Colonels won the toss, defer to the second half, so Davis County will get the football. Brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance on Zion Road. James Runyon Agency will sit those as we go along as Carson Weiss is ready to get us going here. Colonels in the maroon jerseys with white numerals, the gray pants and white helmets, kicking left to right to Davis County, and the white on whites with the red numerals and red helmets. Colonels at home for the first time in a month. 2 weeks on the road, a bye week, and we are underway here from Colonel Stadium. 58 degrees here at kick time as the kickoff is taken at the 7 and getting across the 25, brought down at the 27-yard line. On the return for Davis County, Isaiah Irwin. And that's where the Panthers come out. We'll say hello to Steve Towle for the first time in a month.
Gentlemen, good evening. Glad to be here. Glad to be anywhere at this point. Gorgeous night on a fall night here at Colonel Stadium. Looking forward to a great contest and a bounce-back night for the Colonels.
Colonels have lost 4 straight, but heavy favorites tonight and next week against Christian County. That'll wrap up district play. Owensboro 3 weeks from tonight here at Colonel Stadium. From the 27, the quarterback from the gun, Remington Davis, a senior. 2 receivers either side. He is going to hand it off on first down to Gatlin Maisie, and nowhere for him. May have lost a couple yards.
The referee got knocked down.
Yeah, Myron made a nice play that time and did a great job of sealing off that end and crashing down inside on the running back. And quite frankly, Myron said before the game, I'm just not a big fan of Davis County, and he framed it something just about like that.
A loss of 2 on the hit by Wright. Ramirez there for the Colonels as well. Split backs in the gun now with the quarterback, Davis. Shotgun snap. Again, he's going to hand it off to Maisie off the right side. No gain on the play. Tackled by Henderson County's Miles Ramirez, and it's a 3rd and 12 coming up for the Panthers.
Yeah, that time a solo tackle for Miles, and he got the assist with Myron Wright on the first play. Always a good sign if your middle linebacker is getting in there, shooting those gaps, and making plays either at or behind the line of scrimmage.
They are predominantly a running team, but a 3rd and long here. You'd think they'd have to go to the air to pick up this first down. 2 receivers either side for Davis as Maisie stays in the backfield with him. He takes a snap. He is going to throw. It's a screen complete at the 27. Drop down there. Penalty marker down as the catch is made by Hunt. Turner on the stop, but a penalty marker down. Lauren Yantz, our official tonight.
During the play, personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
When the late hit.
So a big penalty there against Henderson County, backed them up 3rd and 12.
Wow.
But a personal foul, roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and the ball at the 39 now for the Panthers, 1st and 10. Davis fakes a handoff, screen incomplete at the 42. Miscommunication between he and Hunt, the intended receiver. Dalton in on the coverage for Henderson in the 2nd and 10.
He's lucky that one didn't get picked off and took to the house.
Take it from Colonel's football sophomore Jack Dalton. DSS Rentals is Henderson's source for equipment rentals for personal and commercial projects, big or small. DSS Rentals has the tools for you. DSS Rentals on South Green and online at dss-rentals.com. Minute 45 in here from Colonel Stadium. No score. 2nd and 10 for Davis County football on the 40. Davis, handoff to Maisie. Off left tackle. And Maisie, his first positive gain of the night. He gets 4 yards to the 44 before he's pushed back. Met by a few Colonels, led by Rush and Ramirez, the Colonels linebackers. 3rd and 6 now for the Panthers. Great crowd tonight. A lot of going on here at the stadium. It's a pink out night, raising awareness for breast cancer. The cheerleaders in pink with their sweatshirts and pom-poms. Youth football night as well here at the stadium, and little Colonelettes perform at halftime. Here's a short slant incomplete at the 47, thrown a bit behind Jaden Hamilton, and it'll be 4th down as the Davis County punt team coming out and set to punt it away from around their own 44-yard line.
Yeah, the good sign early on is the next set of downs after the penalty by the Panthers did not look any better than the first set of downs before the penalty. Colonel defense off to a great start.
Landon Fenwick, the punter for Davis County, punting right to left toward King Cumbus. Line drive punt. Cumbus fields at the 28. Has the 30, 35 brought down to 37. Bob pops out. It's loose. And
he was
Davis,
on the ground.
That's what I'm thinking too, Steve. I thought he was down. Officials didn't stop the play. At the moment, it appears to be Davis County football.
Well, he did land on top of the Davis County player, and that might have been the unfortunate part of the play, which did make it a live ball.
So an early turnover as a fumble from King Cumbus, and Davis County has the football at the Colonels' 43.
So an early penalty gave them a first down, and now a turnover gives them a first down.
Well, don't be afraid. Don't be surprised to see him try to go over the top here.
Davis going to hand it off to Maisie off that right side. No gain. He got back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Brought down by the Colonels' Jack Logan. I gave him one, and it'll be a 2nd and 9 at the 42.
So, like so far, guys, well, we've given up 5 yards on like 7 plays.
Good point.
Just 2, actually. But you're right on.
2 receivers left, one to the right for Remington Davis. Handoff Maisie off the right side. Maisie brought down at the 40. He picks up 3 yards, and make it 2, and it'd be a 3rd and 7 coming up for the Panthers at the Henderson 40. 8:20 to play in the opening quarter here at Henderson. Colonels and Davis County tonight. Scoreless game. Colonels offensive, yes, to touch the football. A Davis County punt, but then the Colonels fumbled the punt. Davis got it back on Henderson's side of the field, but a 3rd and 7 here from the 40. Handoff Maisie at the 40. No gain on the play. Trying to get off that right side again, and just nothing there. As it's Henderson County's Onan on the stop, and 4th down coming up.
I'm surprised they're punting. I mean, kind of house money.
Yeah. Well, Colonel's defense has to get off the field. They got off the field for one play 3 plays ago.
So Fenwick once again to punt, this time from around his own 45. Cumbus, despite the earlier fumble, still back to receive for Henderson around the 10. Low snap picked up by Fenwick, no rush. Cumbus fields at the 9. And is across the 15, going to be brought down at the 19-yard line. Tackle on the play by Davis County's Hartley, and that's where we'll see the Colonels offense for the first time.
So young man's got 2 punts already in the game, averaging 29.5 a punt.
It'll be the 20 officially for the Colonels. And the offense this week will be led by the sophomore Brody Belt, who was fantastic in his debut last week at McCracken County in a 59-57 loss. But he was through 4 touchdown passes, 202 yards on 12 of 17 passing. And a penalty marker comes out before the snap. Appears to be against the Colonels.
Dead ball, snap infraction on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
Yeah, it looked like a simulated snap, guys. by the Colonel center.
Elijah Bird, the Colonel center. Now he's back over the football. Tony Burris, a huge night, 275 yards last week, a career night in the backfield with Belt. High snap, handoff Burris across the 15 and brought down at the 20, the original line of scrimmage. So he picks up 6 to the 21 and bring up a 2nd and 9.
Colonel's off to an auspicious start. Big penalty on the 3rd and long to allow them to retain possession. Then the fumble, the muff punt by King Cumbus, and now a penalty on their first play from scrimmage. Colonel's got to get it together early.
2nd and 10 for the Colonels. Belt throws a screen complete on the left side, 25, and brought down at about the 28-yard line. Making the catch for the Colonels on that far sideline is Nunn. Jake Nunn. A gain of 8 to the 28 will bring up a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, you don't see the tight end screen as much in the Colonel offense as you see now.
And Steve, I couldn't hardly tell the number. He's got the hoodie on underneath the jersey. The hood almost covered the number.
Yeah,
that could be dangerous.
We're going to have to talk to him about that.
A 3rd and 2 for the Colonels. Belt to Burris trying to pick up first down. He does. He's across the 30. Brought down near the 35-yard line. A gain of 7 for Burris. Henderson Chevrolet first down for the Colonels. It's Trucktober at Henderson Chevrolet GMC. Get 0% financing on select new Chevy Silverados and GMC Sierras. Plus, buy now and make no payments until 2025. And get $2,500 in trade assistance when you trade in an eligible vehicle to Henderson Chevrolet. 1st and 10 from the 35 for the Colonels. 2 receivers right, tight end to each side. Belt drops back, looking over the middle, floats one down there, incomplete at the 45-yard line. He was looking for Nunn again, and it was Davis County's Maisie in on the coverage, a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it definitely was the right idea. I think the play probably developed. It took a little bit too long for that to happen, and by that time, Jacob was already covered by a safety right there in the center of the field. But I like the fact that Henderson is making that chance here and making that ability to throw the ball down the field.
Receiver to either side, actually 2 left, 1 right for the Colonels here. Burris in the backfield with Belt. Man in motion, Cumbus going to give it to him, and penalty marker down.
Dead ball, false start on the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
Colonels now 25 penalties in this first 6.5 minutes of the game. 5:35 to go in the first quarter, no score. And it's a 2nd and 15 back to the 30 now.
Not that bad, but 25 yards.
Yeah.
3 penalties.
I have a feeling
it feels like 25 penalties already. Well, that's another one just in, probably.
There's a little screen. It is complete.
Oh,
now Meadows fumbles the football, and Davis County has it.
It's unbelievable.
It was complete to Meadows at the 30, and then he fumbles the football at the 31. Davis County gets it back. Boy, a sloppy start for the Colonels tonight.
2 turnovers to start. We've 3 penalties. One of those penalties gave them a first down. Whew. Couldn't draw it up any better if you were the underdog.
So Davis County will start this drive from the Henderson 31. Had to punt after starting a drive from the Henderson 43 after a fumbled punt earlier. Davis takes a snap, hand off to Gatlin, trying to get off that right side, and Onan there grabbed him by the jersey and slung him down for a yard or 2 loss back near the 35. It'll be the 33, officially a loss of a couple, and to bring up a 2nd and 12.
Defense doing a real good job. They've had 12 plays already compared to our 5, and they only have 1 yard of offense.
Colonel's playing without one of their top defenders, and Jericho Butler out with a shoulder injury, but hopes to get him back next week. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left for Davis. Fakes the handoff to Maisie. Quarterback Davis going to keep it, and he's going to be brought down by the Colonel's Myron Wright. That'd be a loss of a yard or 2.
We got timeout.
And a timeout, Coach Anthony Payton. 3rd and long coming up for Davis County at the Henderson 36. Scoreless game with 4:39 to go in the first here on WSON.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street.
It's 9583 or visit AnnIsMyAgent.com. All this time out, pretty much for the majority of it, Davis County head coach Anthony Payton talking to the officials, letting his assistants chat with the team, but he's had a lengthy conversation with 2 or 3 of the officials during that timeout. 3rd and 15 coming up for Davis County football at the Colonel's 36-yard line. Scoreless game, 4:39 to go here in the first. Davis County and Henderson County, both 2-5 coming into tonight's Class 6A First District matchup, both with a district loss. Davis County lost 12-10 against Christian last week. Colonel's 59-57 at McCracken County.
2 totally different games.
3rd and 15. Davis in the gun.
Looks like we're bringing the house.
Split backs with him as he takes the snap, and he's going to hand it off. First carry of the night for Jace Hunt. Goes to the 32 for a gain of 4. And it'd be a 4th and 11 for the Panthers. Football at the 32 of the Colonels. They'll go for it here. Too long for a Davis County field goal attempt.
Yeah, they've got a fine kicker. It's just maybe about, I'd say at least, 5-6 yards out of his range at this point.
3 receivers right and 1 to the left, the near side of the field for Remington Davis. Amazing the backfield with him, and now a penalty marker.
Delay.
Yep. So it turns a 4th and 11 into 4th and 16.
Dead ball, delay a game on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
Guys, neither team really setting the night on fire here offensively.
No question. So the ball goes back to the 37. And it'll be a 4th and 16. And now they will come out to punt. So Fenwick is out to punt now.
The 3rd time.
They never moved it back, though.
They did, just not the marker.
Yeah. The punt is away, and it goes out of bounds down near the 20-yard line. And Henderson County will have it there after forcing the 3rd Davis County punt. Good job by the Colonel defense. Davis County got the football at the Colonel 43 and the Colonel 31 after back-to-back fumbles, but the defense holds, and the offense will get the ball back with 3:43 to go here in the first. Branson Surveys can determine the elevation of your property, survey property lines, and do foundation inspections. Branson Surveys doesn't work from 9 to 5. Branson Surveys works from start to finish. Colonels from their own 14. Belt throws a screen, complete to McKinney at the 10. He fumbles the football. It's loose. Colonels recover this one, though. Meadows there to recover at the 14 after McKinney fumbled it.
At some point, guys, it becomes a little psychosomatic. That's just you're thinking the last thing out of your head is, whatever I do, don't put this ball on the ground.
So completed pass for no gain to McKinney. Meadows recovers the fumble. But it's the third time in the first 9 minutes of the game the Colonels have put the ball on the turf.
Time to run the football.
Good idea.
To the house.
Here comes Tony Burris off the right side, makes one man miss. Tony's still on his feet and going to be brought down across the 15 at about the 17. A gain of 3 will bring up a 3rd and 7. On that same note, if I'm one of the Colonel assistants, I'm like checking footballs. I mean, is there just something on the balls a little slippery tonight? But to have 3 different guys fumble with really not a lot of contact on the fumbles.
Yeah, it's not an excuse, but it's that type of year. It's a cool night. It's a very dry night. And if they're not secured, that one was knocked out due to contact and not very good contact at that.
So now a 3rd and 7. Belt takes a snap, 3-step drop, throwing near side. Good ball. Diving catch completed across the 35. Terrific effort from the Colonel's Anthony Burris.
That might be one of the greatest catches you'll see in Colonel football history, because Tony is coming out of the backfield and he's wide open. If you take a little bit of touch on that ball, he's got a chance to take that one to the house. But the young man made an amazing catch.
23 yards. Almost looked like an outfielder just extending all out to make that catch up the near sideline to the 40 for a Henderson Chevrolet first down.
That might get the offense going.
Just under 2 minutes to go in this opening quarter, no score. Colonels with the ball, 1st and 10 at their 40. And
oh, my gosh. Delay a game.
Delay a game against Henderson.
He's throwing that flag just as soon as it clicks.
Or did the Colonels get a timeout?
Oh, got a timeout.
It is a timeout, Henderson County. Minute 45 to go in this opening quarter. No score between the Colonels and Panthers here on WSO.
Owensboro Health, providing advanced heart care, women's services, orthopedics, cancer care, and so much more for Western Kentucky and Southern Indiana. Our team of 5,000 is ready to serve you. Owensboro Health. We want to keep you healthy. We want to make you proud.
First quarter, Colonels 1st and 10 from their own 40. And a scoreless game here late in the opening quarter. Belt handoff to Burris, right side across the 45, brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 8 on Burris, brought down by Cardenas. And a 2nd and short coming up for the Colonels near midfield. Owensboro Health Henderson Healthplex Outpatient Pharmacy is your go-to for all your pharmacy needs, offering extended hours, competitive pricing, and a wide range of services. For Healthplex patients or anyone in the community, the Healthplex is Henderson's go-to for pharmacy care. 2nd and 2 from the 48, handoff Burris, trying to get off that left tackle. Multiple flags in as Burris gets a yard. That's it. But looks like a hold on Henderson.
During the play, holding 68 on the offense. 10-yard penalty, replay, 2nd down.
Goodness, 4 penalties already, Greg, in the first 11 minutes. 2 turnovers already.
Minute 6 to play here in the first.
And why are they marking it off from the 47? Whenever he said from the spot, it should have been 48.
The game's going to take longer because of the guy that's marking off the penalties tonight.
It ends up being at the 38.
Which
so
is correct.
Yep.
But he started
10
moving
yard
from the 47, though. I don't know how he got that right, Greg. But he did.
He was close.
Just under a minute to go. 2nd and 12 for the Colonels. Belt throws a screen complete to McKinney at the 42, a yard 2. That's it. Brought down by Davis County's Maisie. A gain of 4 after that 2nd and 12, and now it is a 3rd and 8 at the 42. Time winding down in this first quarter, 20 seconds left in the first. Scoreless game as Belt takes a snap, looking over the middle, going to throw left, and it is incomplete down at the 37-yard line. And the intended receiver was Meadows. Davis County's Seeger in on the coverage. And 4th down for the Colonels. Punt team coming out for Henderson.
Back to punt for the Colonels, number 44, Jackson Nunn.
Jackson Nunn to punt for Henderson. Jace Hunt to receive around his own 25-yard line with 13 seconds left in this opening quarter.
We have 59 yards. They have 3. And it's still 0-0.
Punt is blocked.
Golly, guys.
And Davis County in great field position once again will start inside the Colonels' 30 after a block punt. A nightmare first quarter here for the Colonels, but the defense has stepped up, hadn't allowed points. But it's in all aspects. Davis County football at the Colonel 28-yard line after a block punt.
I'm almost speechless.
1st and 10 for Davis County from Henderson County 28-yard line.
Davis back out there. He's the quarterback. They've played 2 at times this year. We could see Garrison Baker tonight, but it's been Davis so far. Actually, I'll just say that it is Baker for the first time.
Gosh.
Thought something looked different. So that was Baker in there at quarterback for the first time. He throws a pass incomplete in the flat on the left side.
Right
Jack
between our
Dalton
hands.
was the closest to that one, nearly picked it.
Went right between his hands, looked like. Well, he had a dive. He made a heck of a dive to try to get it.
4 seconds left in this opening quarter. Clock stopped. 2nd and 10 for Davis County. The 3rd consecutive possession here in this first quarter. Davis County has started on the Colonel side of the field after 2 fumbles and a blocked punt. Baker is going to leave it off with Maisie. Off the right tackle. Maisie inside the 25, brought down at about the 23 for a gain of 5. And that is the end of the first quarter.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Davis County a 3rd and 5 from the Colonels 23 in a scoreless game as we start the second quarter. Baker takes a snap, throws complete at the 18, and being brought down at the 15, making the grab is Hamilton. And he has the first down on a gain of 8, and Davis County in the Colonels red zone, 1st and 10 from the Henderson 15.
Second first down of the night. First one that they've actually earned on their own.
How many penalties and yardage in that first half for the Colonels, Scotty?
35, but 4 penalties.
35 yards, 4 penalties, 2 turnovers, and a blocked punt.
It's on pace for 16 penalties.
Here's a handoff to Maisie, and the Colonels get to him in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of a couple yards as Henderson County's Miles Ramirez with a tackle for a loss. Lost a couple back to the 17 to bring up a 2nd and 12. Scoreless game early on in this second quarter. Davis County and the Colonels red zone for the first time tonight. A 2nd and 12. Baker fakes the throw, getting pressured.
That's a fumble.
And he
We're
fumbles
gonna
the
take it to the
football.
house.
It's picked up by Henderson County, far sideline. It's J.R. Rush. Rush 40, 30, 20, 10. Cannon before the tutty. J.R. Rush. Fumble recovery for a touchdown for about 65 yards on that recovery, and the Colonels on the board. And who else but the defense putting points up tonight?
The savior tonight.
I feel like the defense will have something to say to the offense at halftime.
Great points.
This is how you do it, guys.
We'll get the official on that return. It was around 65, 70 yards on that kickoff, fumble return for J.R. Rush, the junior. Gets the Colonels on the board. Weiss set up for the extra point.
All right, 10:32 to go before the end of the first half. Carson Weiss, the senior, on for the first time tonight. The snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good.
Colonels 7, Davis County nothing. 10:32 to play first half. Back after this on WSON.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street.
By D. Patrick Ford. Nobody beats the deal beater, the Tri-State's largest new Ford and Lincoln dealer. As the Colonel's a little short kickoff is going to go out of bounds. D. Patrick Ford on Highway 41 in Walnut near the Lord Expressway, dpatrickford.com. The recap is Jack Ryan Rush, a 65-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown to put the Colonels on the board 7-0 with 10:32 to go here in the second. And Davis County will get the football after the quarterback fumble. Couldn't quite tell if he was trying to get that out to throw it or almost even shovel it, but rolled a fumble. Rush picked it up and rushed 65 yards the other way for the score. Davis County, with already their 5th offensive possession, will open up here from their own 40-yard line.
And the second time tonight, it's been back-to-back. Once because of a fumble by us, this time because of a fumble by them.
Baker handoff to Maisie, and he's going to lose a yard, maybe 2, off that left side. Tackled by Rush, along with the Colonel's Schaefer.
Yardage-wise, Macy one of the best in the state in 6A. 11 carries tonight, 1 yard.
Yeah, in 6A football, Maisie, the 8th leading rusher after the performance Burris had last week. Tony, a top 5 rusher in 6A football. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. For Baker, he takes a snap, going to throw a screen left. It is complete for just a yard. That's it. To Hamilton. May give him 2, and they do to the 41.
At some point, this quarterback is going to pull on one of these handoffs because right now he's been handing all off on this run-pass option every time. He's going to pull it one time. There's going to be some daylight. It's going to be just how badly he wants to run the football or not.
3 receivers to the left. 1 to the right for Barker as Barker's going to throw a screen complete out of the backfield to Maisie, who was brought down at the 45-yard line. Tackle on the play by the Colonels, Myron Wright. A gain of 4 to the 45, and it's a 4th and 5 for Davis County punt team coming out.
Just 2 of 6 on 3rd down. This young man's going to be his 4th punt of the night already.
Fenwick on to punt. Cumbest back to receive for Henderson. Good snap this time. Punt is away. Nowhere near Cumbest. It's going to hit at around the 35 and go out of bounds there. Colonels will get the ball back near the 35-yard line after a 19-yard punt. 8:32 to go in this first half. Colonels on top 7-0. Owensboro Health Orthopedics is your go-to for expert ortho care. Make an appointment or visit the Owensboro Health Plex walk-in clinic Monday through Friday, 8 to 11, located at the Henderson Health Plex. Owensboro Health Orthopedics is the official sports medicine provider for the Henderson County Colonels.
First and 10 for Henderson County from their own 34-yard line.
Colonels from their own 34. Belt takes a snap, hands off to Burris, off right tackle. Tony reverses field and gets across the 40 to about the 43-yard line. A gain of 7 on a nice run there from Burris to bring up a 2nd and short.
Give him 9, baby.
Wow, it is 9. Great run by Tony will bring up a 2nd and 1 from the 43.
2nd and 1 for Henderson County from their own 43-yard line.
Two receivers to the left, 1 to the right for the Colonels, moving right to left on your radio dial here in this 2nd period. There's a screen complete coming near side. Jake Nunn upended at the 47, but he has the Henderson Chevrolet first down for the Colonels after a gain of 4. It's Chuck Tober at Henderson Chevrolet GMC. Get 0% financing on select new Chevy Silverados and GMC Sierras. Plus, buy now and make no payments until 2025 at Henderson Chevrolet. First and 10 for the Colonels from their own 47, leading 7-0 with 7:25 to go in this 2nd quarter. Belt high snap, has to bring it down. Brody's going to run it himself, trying to get the near side, does, and is going to be bumped out of bounds around the 45-yard line. It'd be a nice pickup there. Across the 45 to the 44.
And had a bunch of those last week, those high snaps.
And a gain of 9, and it's a 2nd and 1 for the Colonels again.
Yeah, I'll say this about Brody, especially as a runner from that quarterback position. He's a lot quicker than he appears, and he did a great job there. Didn't look like a 9-yard run, but it finished that way.
Football now at the 44 of Davis County as we go under 7:15 left in this first half. Belt takes a snap, going to fire right. Going deep, man open. Great ball, complete to Meadows, 10-5, touchdown. A missile from Belt to Meadows. 44-yard touchdown. Colonels lead at 13-0.
It was nice to see a team break a coverage other than the Colonels.
Well, McCracken did last week quite a few times.
That's my point. Tonight, it's the other way around, especially here in the 2nd quarter. as senior Carson Weiss on for his second PAT of the night. Snap is down, kick is up, and the kick is good.
Henderson County 14, Davis County nothing. 7:06 to play in the half. Back after this on WSON.
It can happen when you least expect it.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Kickoff from Carson Weiss goes into the end zone for a touchback after the Colonels go 66 yards in 4 plays. Minute and 26-second drive. Brody Belt, a 44-yard touchdown pass to Maxon Meadows, puts the Colonels up 14-0. Scoring drive recap brought to you by D. Patrick Ford. Nobody beats the deal beater. The Tri-State's largest new Ford and Lincoln dealer. Highway 41 to Walnut near the Lloyd Expressway and dpatrickford.com. So Davis County, 1st and 10 from their own 20. As Barker takes a snap, going to hand off to Maisie off that left side. One of Maisie's better carries of the night, a gain of 10 and a first down to the 30-yard line, tackled by Christian Hagan.
Davis trying to go fast here.
The junior Barker back in the gun with Maisie to his right. Barker pump fakes, throws, a little slant, and it is complete at the 37-yard line. Diving to the turf to make the catch is Hunt. And a 2nd and 3 coming up for the Panthers. 6:39 to go first half. Henderson County 14, Davis County nothing. All the scoring here in the second quarter. 2nd and 3 for Davis County. 3 receivers right, near side of the field, 1 to the left, far side. Handoff Maisie, and he's going to lose a yard or 2.
Face mask, first down.
Yeah, multiple penalties down. Tackled on the play by Ramirez. Rush was there too, but one of them had the mask of Barker.
During the run, personal foul, face mask grabbing the helmet to tackle. 15 results in a first down.
That penalty yardage gives Davis County a first down.
Football to the 48 after that 15-yard penalty against the Colonels, and a first down for Davis County from their own 48. Same formation, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left, with Maisie in the backfield for Barker. Barker throws a screen. It is incomplete, trying to get Hamilton right on the 50. Colonels Ramirez and Burris in on the coverage, 2nd and 10.
That's one of those kind of plays that when you finish it defensively, the offensive guy has got a decision to make next time.
If you've had an accident and need auto body repair, remember it's your choice which body shop to use. Classic Automotive and Collision Center on Lower 2nd Street under the overpass. Classic Automotive. You're driving home, their reputation.
She had to go off the field for a second.
Hand off to Maisie off the left side, cuts it back right, and gets to the Colonel 49, a gain of 3, and it'll be a 3rd and 7 for Maisie and the Panthers. Hagan on the stop for Henderson.
We need the students that are participating in the Owensboro Health halftime contest.
So a 3rd and 7 coming up for Davis County from the Henderson 49-yard line. Colonels lead the Panthers 14-0, 5.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Barker takes a snap, looking left, throwing that way, far sideline, and incomplete. Led his intended receiver a bit too far out of bounds as Dalton was in on the coverage of James Moore. 4th down.
Pass incomplete. Intended for number 29, Ridge Roberts.
Like see another kickoff. Let's get a special teams touchdown tonight. Scored all 3 phases after the rough start.
Landon Fenwick. Back to punt for the Panthers.
Fenwick to punt from around his own 40. Good snap back to him. Punt is away. Cumbest lets it bounce to the 19. It gets by him, goes out of bounds inside the 15. That's where the Colonels will have it. Colonel football tonight being brought to you in part by your local State Farm insurance agent and Thrasher Boyd, and helps you tackle savings when you combine home and auto insurance. See State Farm agent and Thrasher Boyd at the corner of 14th and North Green Streets to start your savings. Call 826-9583 or visit andismyagent.com. Colonel's football also being presented by DSS Rentals. Take it from Colonel's football sophomore Jack Dalton. DSS Rentals is Henderson's source for equipment rentals. For personal and commercial projects, big or small, DSS Rentals has the tools for you. DSS Rentals on South Green and online at dss-rentals.com. 5:14 to go first half. Colonels from their own 12. 2 receivers left, one to the right for Belt. Fakes the handoff to Burris. Brody now pump fakes, now rolling out toward the left, getting pressured. And Brody is going to go down at the 1. Is held on it too long there as Belt sacked way back inside the 5. Looked to be near the 1. Looks like they'll have him down at the 2. A loss of 10 on the sack back to the 2-yard line.
Second and 20 for Henderson County from their own 2-yard line.
So the Colonels, a 2nd and 20 from their own 2. Belt remains in the gun. Handoff to Tony Burris. Burris off the left guard. Big hole, 15. Across it to down near the 18-yard line.
I want to keep that offense in there, Greg.
Yeah, you got
16 there for Burris.
Got to put all that on Tony right there. Tony was going through some pretty tight spaces there to push that thing out of the shadows of his own goalpost.
Got him.
He got right behind Landon Sauer and rode him 16 yards. Now a penalty marker in before the snap on Davis County.
Offside on the defense. 5-yard penalty. That results in a first down.
Henderson Chevrolet first down for the Colonels after that penalty. It's Trucktober at Henderson Chevrolet GMC. Get 0% financing on select new Chevy Silverados and GMC Sierras. Plus, by now, make no payments until 2025 at Henderson Chevrolet. Under 4 minutes to go, first half. Henderson 14, Davis County nothing. Colonels 1st and 10 from their own 23. Belt fakes a handoff. Brody rolling right near the sideline. Throws, dropped at the 34. Would have been a first down.
Need to have those. Sure.
Thompson couldn't haul it in.
Second and 10 for Henderson County from their own 23-yard line.
Clock stopped, 3:44 to go in this first half. Henderson and Davis County, each with 2 timeouts remaining. Second and 10 from the 23. Belt, high snap, gets it down, hands off to Burris, but not much there for Tony. May have got a yard. As we'll go under 3.5 minutes to play in this first half. Colonel's football tonight brought to you in part by Branson Surveys. Branson Surveys can determine the elevation of your property, survey property lines, and do foundation inspections. Branson Surveys doesn't work from 9 to 5. Branson Surveys works from start to finish. Colonel's soccer on the air Monday night. First round state tournament match at home here at Colonel Field. Colonel Soccer Field. Henderson County will welcome in one of the top teams in the state, Bowling Green. We'll have it for you at 7 on Monday night. Belt rolling right. Now is going to tuck it and run. And Brody is going to be brought down at the 28. He picked up 4, but it's going to be about 6 yards shy of a first down. Punt team coming out for Henderson.
For Henderson County from their own 27-yard line.
None to punt. Had one blocked earlier.
We need to slow down here. We didn't waste every bit of that clock.
2:25 left in the half. None has this one. And end over end line drive punt. Takes a big Colonel's bounce. And it's picked up at the 32 by Davis County, downed right there. They'll have it with 2:10 left in the half and 2 timeouts at the 32 after a 41-yard punt. Colonel's got a 65-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown from Jack Ryan Rush very early in this second period. 5 minutes later, Brody Belt a 44-yard touchdown pass to Maxton Meadows, and that's where we stand. Colonel's on top 14-0. Colonel's have turned it over twice in this first half and had a blocked punt. Colonels, though, with a takeaway of their own on the touchdown from Rush. From the 32, Davis County. Barker, handoff Maisie, and he gets a couple yards to the 34 before he's pushed back a gain of 2. Jackson Wallace helmet popped off during the play, so he's got to come off. I think he had that tackle.
Davis going awful slow here. I think they're fine and dandy with a 14-0 score at halftime. Or if they at least don't want the Colonels to get a chance to score again.
Colonels will get the football to start the second half.
Colonels
they get to stop here.
Yeah,
exactly. They get to stop here. I think we'll see that timeout with 2 left. 2nd and 8. Barker throws complete for no gain. And there's your Colonels timeout. As the catch was made to Hamilton, but the tackle on the play by Burris.
No, they're not going to take it.
Wow. Why are we not calling timeout?
3rd and 8 for Davis County from their own 34-yard line.
Wow.
I think we were all on board, Scotty. You, Steve,
yeah.
and I were thinking timeout there. You had 2 left.
Definitely. A lot of things can happen and go in your favor.
And now Davis County will actually call a timeout.
Still had 10 seconds to waste.
49 seconds left. Davis County timeout. They'll face a 3rd and 8 from their own 34 when we come back. Colonels lead it 14-0 here on WSON.
Secure your future with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm, providing excellence in life insurance for over 20 years. With us, your legacy is safe. Our dedicated team at 316 14th Street Henderson is ready to guide your journey towards financial security. Don't hesitate. Call us now at 270-826-9583 and embark on a safe, uncertainty-free tomorrow with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm.
.34-yard line, facing a 3rd and 8. So 1 timeout left for the Panthers, 2 on Henderson's side. As Barker takes the snap, he's looking over the middle, going to throw deep. Ball up for grabs. If the Colonels can get to it, they do not. Incomplete at the 40. And the clock stopped with 43 seconds. Punt team will come out for Davis County, and the Colonels will get the football back and have 2 timeouts remaining.
Well, Davis County did the heavy lifting for the Colonels. They took the timeout, and then they threw a pass out of the timeout, so the Colonels still had 2 with 43 seconds, certainly time enough to at least get in field goal range.
And close to blocking this punt. They got one last week.
Cumbest to receive around his own 35. Fenwick to punt. Good snap back to him. Punt away, no rush. And this punt's going to go out of bounds near midfield.
I knocked a cheerleader out over there.
So the Colonel's going to have pretty good field position here.
Where is that Mr. Ref going? It looked like it was up a little bit.
Yeah, I was thinking right at the 50.
Goodness.
Instead, it's back at the 44-yard line. The Colonels 56 yards away from the end zone. They have 2 timeouts remaining to give us a moment to tell you Colonels football being brought to you in part by Classic Automotive and Collision Center. If you've had an accident and need auto body repair, remember, it's your choice which body shop to use. Classic Automotive and Collision Center on Lower 2nd Street under the overpass. Classic Automotive, where you're driving home their reputation. Colonels from the 44, 1st and 10. With 2 timeouts remaining, leading 14-0. Belt takes a snap, throws screen, complete right side, and getting across the 50 for a gain of about 8 or 9 into Davis County territory is Burris making the catch out of the backfield.
We're not going to call a timeout.
Irwin on the stop after a gain of 9 and a 2nd and 1, 17 seconds left. Wow. Yeah, Colonels have 2 timeouts. Belt going to throw, hit as he throws, and McKinney's down there. Caught. McKinney, 10 times, touchdown. 47 yards. Belt to McKinney as time expires on the 2nd quarter. Also, a flag came down. It appeared to be after that play.
Not sure the call. He was looking at Brody Belt, the official, Lauren.
He got hit right as he threw. Took a big hit, and a great job kind of by McKinney to wrestle that one away from the defensive back. Did he just wave that off, Scotty? Who didn't have it up there?
He didn't pick it up.
Well, he was talking about he was down here and they were lining up for the PAT.
There's a injured Davis County player down on that play.
He's looking at our sideline, pointing at something, so I think it was on them, maybe? Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's on them.
Nice concentration there by Lake and McKinney to haul that one in.
Yeah, I couldn't tell, Steve, if the defensive back kind of had a hand on that, or maybe both did momentarily, but Lakin, it appeared, kind of just wrestled it away from him.
Yeah, that's kind of how it looked from field level. Here we go. The call coming.
To the play, we have an sportsmanlike number 28 on the offense.
Told you.
That'll be a 15-yard penalty. The defense coach elected to assess the penalty on the kickoff of the 2nd half.
So it was an unsportsmanlike penalty against Brody Belt after that play. Once that's something to say to Davis County defender after that touchdown pass. And that will go on the Colonels. Davis County will take that on their kickoff to the Colonels to start the 2nd half. As time has expired on the 2nd quarter, we're just waiting on the PAT is hopping off the field on the right leg is Davis County's Bennett Roberts favoring that left leg. Weiss on for point, and we'll get it down to Steve, and he'll have a quick interview with Coach Boston after that.
Carson looking to make this a 3-touchdown game. No time on the clock, as Greg said. Snap, it's down, the kick is up, and a kick is dead center perfect.
21-0 Colonels. We'll keep it right here as that is the end of the 1st half. Go back down to Steve with Henderson head coach Josh Boston.
Coach, your thoughts on the
Auction and Realty at the half. The Henderson County Colonels lead the Davis County Panthers 21-0. No scoring in that first quarter. Davis County got the football to start. Colonels would force a punt. And Henderson County on that punt would fumble it as King Cumbus fielded it, gained about 7 yards, but then fumbled the football, and Davis County got it right back at the Henderson 43. Colonel defense stepped up, forcing another punt. And the Colonels started the drive at their own 20 when a pass was complete to Maxon Meadows, but he fumbled the football. And it was the ball back to the Henderson 31. Colonels would force a punt, get it back. Davis County would then block a Colonel punt and take over at the Colonel 31. But again, the Colonel defense stepped up, denying Davis County any points after starting consecutive drives on the 43, 31, and 28. And on that drive that started on the 28th is when the Colonel defense took matters in their own hands on this 65-yard kickoff return for J.R. Rush. Thank goodness the cannon didn't scare JR. It went off when he was about at the 20-yard line, but he ran it in anyway. Colonels on top 70-0 after a 65-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown for Jack Ryan Rush. Colonels, 5 minutes later, quarterback Brody Belt would hook up with Maxton Meadows for this 44-yard score. Four plays, 66-yard drive, just a minute and 26 seconds. Colonels on top 14-0. And then literally in the final seconds of the second quarter with final play of the quarter, it was again Belt, this time hooking up on the far sideline to Lakin McKinney. The flag was on Belt, a unsportsmanlike penalty, but the touchdown stand, extra point good, 21-0. They'll take that penalty on the second half kickoff as the Colonels lead Davis County 21-0 here at the break on Heron Auction Realty's Colonels at the half. First half stats literally being tabulated as we speak. Scott Stone will have those for you here on WSON as we get our stats of the night's game. But 21-0, again, all the scoring coming in the second quarter. The Colonels on top. The defensive score, 65-yard touchdown on a fumble recovery from J.R. Rush. And in Brody Belt, 2 touchdown passes, a 44-yarder to Max Meadows and a 47-yarder there at the end of the second quarter to Lakin McKinney. Let's take a look at first half stats. First for Henderson County, quarterback Brody Belt. 5 yards and a score. Tony Burris, 2 catches for 32 yards, and Jake Nunn, 2 catches for 12 yards. On the ground, Burris, 7 carries for 49 yards. Belt, 3 carries for 2 yards. 37 yards on the ground for the Colonels, 141 through the air. 170 yards of offense for Henderson. They picked up 6 Henderson Chevy first downs, penalized 6 times for 65 yards in that first half, punted once for 41 yards, also had a punt blocked. Colonels fumbled twice, 2 turnovers in that first half. They were 2 of 4 on third down, did not attempt a fourth down. For Davis County in that first half, quarterback Garrison Baker, 5 of 11 for 21 yards. Jaden Hamilton, 3 catches for 10 yards. Jace Hunt, a 7-yard reception and a 4-yard catch from Gatlin Maisie. Maisie also on the ground, 15 carries, 14 yards. Hunt has 1 carry for 4 yards, only 18 yards rushing for Davis County, and just 21 passing. 39 yards in that first half for Davis County. And the Panthers had 7 possessions in that opening half due to the couple of Colonel turnovers in the block punt, but only could muster 39 yards. They picked up 4 first downs, penalized 2 times for 10 yards, turned it over once, 3 of 7 on 3rd down, did not attempt a 4th down. It all adds up to Colonel's 21-0 halftime lead. We'll take a timeout here from the Poncho Club, Takaholics, and Best One Tire. Be back with more Colonels at the half. Henderson 21, Davis County nothing here on WSON. $21-0, your halftime score. All 21 points coming in that second quarter for the Colonels. And again, Colonels at the half, brought to you by Heron Auction Realty. Online only auction coming up for the Wanda Barnett estate. It will begin to close online on Sunday, October 27th. It includes furnishings, collectibles, handmade quilts, a pool table. Really neat items. Don't miss the auction action. HeronAuctionRealty.com and HighBid.com to get on in these online auctions from Heron Auction Realty. Also a farmland auction coming up, live on-site farmland auction with online bidding available. 139 acres in 2 tracts, Friday, November 1st at noon. Henderson County Land Auction. Farm to be sold on Tract 1 with online bidding available. That's the 139-acre of 2 tracks. One is 23 and one is 116, so 139 acres. Excellent location, only 10 minutes from the city limits, just off Pruitt Agnew Road. Farmland auction coming up there, and also another online-only auction coming up for the Carl Valentine Senior Estate, beginning and close on Sunday, November 3rd. Classic automobiles, a Ford Explorer, guns, tools, much, much more. For more on these auctions, visit heronauction.com and HiBid, HIBID. Indiana, a little college tonight. Baseball tonight. Final from last night. Union County Braves win their district title as they defeated Hancock County 49-7. Hancock was unbeaten until the Braves knocked them off, who moved to 5-2. Second quarter score, McLean County leads at Webster 14-0. McCracken County leads at Christian 35-14 in district play. St. X at the half with a 28-14 lead at Meade County. South Warren and Bowling Green tied at 7 at the break. North Hardin shutting out Central Hardin 28-0 at half. Warren East and Paducah Tillman scoreless early on. Owensboro Catholic shutting out Edmonds County at the break 31-0. Mayfield Crittenden County no score early. Owensboro all over Muhlenberg County 44-0 at the half. Fort Campbell a winner last night. They defeated Todd County Central 52-12. Second quarter action, Adair County with a 28-6 lead at Butler County at the half. Apollo leads Madisonville, good game, 21-20 in Owensboro. Caldwell County the second on top of Murray, 6-0. Russellville and Caverna no score early. Marshall County at the half leads Graves County 7-0. No score between Trigg and Hopkins Central early on. Barron County a 21-0 lead in the second over Warren Central. In the Southern Indiana Athletic Conference, Castle and Memorial tied at 14, playing that one at historic Balsey Field. Mater Dei leads Wrights 14-7 in the third. Jasper on top of Vincennes Lincoln 21-6 in the third. North shutting out Central 28-0 in the second, and Harrison shutting out Balsey 29-0 in the third. College football, Oregon at Purdue. The Ducks on top 21-0 halfway through the second quarter. Duke and Florida State ACC matchup tonight. Duke on top of Florida State 20-13. That one with 9.5 minutes to go in the third. Oklahoma State at BYU, Fresno State and Nevada later tonight. Earlier today, the Dodgers and Mets hooked up for Game 5 of the NLCS. Mets crushed the Dodgers 12-6 to stay alive. Dodgers a 3-1 lead. And in the fourth, it is the Yankees on top of Cleveland 3-2 in Cleveland. Ryan Davenport, Danny Perkins working our scoreboard show for us here at half and on the post game, as well as the Colonels at the half. A 21-0 lead on Davis County. We'll take our final timeout. Be back with the second half. Appreciate Heron Auction Realty providing you Colonels at the half here on WSON, with Henderson leading Davis County 21-0 on WSON.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
To kick off from near midfield, I guess right on the 50, right, Scotty?
Yes, sir,
after
right
that,
on the 50.
Right, that 15-yard penalty as time expired on the second quarter on Henderson. Our game being brought to you by Owensboro Health, Henderson Healthplex, Owensboro Health Henderson Healthplex is your go-to for all your health care needs, offering primary care, urgent care, orthopedics, and more, all under one roof. Located near the intersection of Highway 41 and Highway 60 behind Walmart, the Healthplex is Henderson's go-to for health care.
Should be an onside kick coming here. Down 21.
Yeah, because they're actually kicking on the Colonel 45.
And it's got to go 10 yards.
Yeah, how about that?
And the Colonels did not do very good against onside kicks last week.
Hey, 1 for 2.
Due to the assessment
Well,
of the
true.
15-yard and sportsmanlike penalty, Davies County will be kicking off from the 45-yard line.
Thank you, Mr. Yantz. Lauren Yantz, our referee for tonight's game. Paul Leachman's the umpire. Chris Gaddis, line judge. Ryan Taylor, back judge. And Josh Hayden is the head linesman.
Well,
they kicked it deep. I don't understand that.
Nope.
It's taken in the end zone, and the Colonels will come out 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Onside kick it, we get it maybe around the 33, 32.
Greg, did I hear correctly that the Davis County head coach has arena football coaching experience?
A lot of it, yep. Played
it.
in the Arena League, and most of his coaching career has become in Arena League. He's from Louisiana originally, and played at KWC. That's where he met his wife, who kind of told him about the Davis County job and landed in Owensboro with the Panthers.
Well, there you go.
Colonels 1st and 10 from their own 20. High snap. Belt gets it down, gets it to Burris, trying to come near side, outside the numbers, and he picks up 2 or 3 yards on the first play of this third quarter. Tackle on the play by Davis County's Ben Barron.
They're doing a good job on them. Barris, only 51 yards tonight.
A gain of 2 will bring up a 2nd and 8.
I'd like to see the Colonels offensively try to get the ball in the hands at least a couple of times to Christian Hagan here in the second half.
Hagan had a terrific
unbelievable
touchdown catch last week at McCracken County.
Unbelievable.
Belt takes a snap, rolling right. Brody's going to throw on the run. Complete to McKinney as the 30 and pushed out of bounds around the 35-yard line for a Henderson Chevrolet first down for the Colonels. Pushed out of bounds by Davis County's Irwin. It's Trucktober at Henderson Chevrolet. Get 0% financing on select new Chevy Silverados and GMC Sierras. Plus, buy now and make no payments until 2025. And get $2,500 in trade assistance when you trade in an eligible vehicle at Henderson Chevrolet.
Belt 10 of 13 for 153 yards.
12 on that pickup. Read Scotty's fingers wrong. And this pass goes incomplete. May have been batted down at the line of scrimmage as Belt tried to go over the middle, and it is 2nd and 10. Football at the 34. Go ahead, Steve.
Well, I like what a defensive end for a 1-6 football team does the safe sign, because he blocked a pass at the line of scrimmage, and he does it not once, but he does it twice. That has to look good on the film when you look at it after a shutout loss.
Colonels from the 34, 2nd and 10. 3 receivers left, near side of the field, 1 to the right. Burris in the backfield with Belt. Snap to Belt, screen to Burris, near side. And he has it, cuts it back inside the numbers. A great cutback. Still on his feet, spins off attack for the 45. Powell pushing into Panther territory down to the Davis 45-yard line. Yeah. 21 yards.
Yeah, where's the safe sign now? Come on, man.
21 yards on the screen. Belt to Burris to the Panther 45 for a Henderson Chevrolet first down.
Yeah, Burris, 3 catches for 53. He's got more receiving tonight than rushing.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of getting the ball as he's heading upfield. That way he's the guy that's the aggressor, and he takes on the defender at full speed. And Tony's a load when you meet him head-to-head like that.
Belt, high snap. Jumps up, bobbles it, but secures it. Now trying to run it. Has it inside the 45 to the 42. Actually, that was Dalton in there. Yeah. Maybe why I was all about high snap. Jack Dalton in at quarterback for the first time. Great job by Jack to stay with it. Actually pick up 4 yards to the 41.
Guys, we got to fix that, though. We got to get the snap down. That's about the 10th snap tonight that's been at the top of his head, or if not higher. That was a foot over Brody's head that time, or over Jack's head, and they got to do a better job of getting that snap down.
I'd say we had about 15 last
I'm
week.
assuming that was going to kind of be a wildcat play there a little bit with Dalton in there as Belt's back in there at quarterback for the Colonels. 2 receivers right, 1 left on a 2nd and 6. Burris off right guard. Big hole up the middle. First down. Inside the 35 to the 32. A gain of 9 for Burris and a Henderson Chevrolet first down.
Yeah, it definitely looks like that Coach Andy Proctor, who calls the plays for this offense and coordinates that offense, wants to do a concerted effort to get the ball on the ground, get it to Tony Burris, and run this thing down the Davis County Panthers' throats.
1st and 10 from the 31 on the Henderson Chevrolet first down. Trucktober at Henderson Chevrolet. 0% financing on select new Chevy Silverados and GMC Sierras at Henderson Chevrolet. From the 31 now for the Colonels, who lead at 21-0 with 9:20 to go here in the third quarter. Belt looking to throw toward the end zone, and it's Meadows incomplete at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 10 coming up. Our game tonight being brought to you in part by your local State Farm insurance agent, Ann Thrasher Boyd. Ann helps you tackle savings in your combined home and auto insurance. See State Farm agent Ann Thrasher Boyd at the corner and 14th and North Green Streets to start your savings today. Call 826-9583 or visit AnnIsMyAgent.com.
Hold on your line.
So a holding penalty against the Colonels. So it was a 1st and 10 at the 41. At the 31, excuse me, goes back 10 yards to the 41. So a 1st and 20 now for the Colonels after that 10-yard penalty. 75 penalty yards for the Colonels now tonight. Belt fakes the handoff to Burris. Brody going to throw right side, looking for McKinney. Terrific catch from Lakin. Wow. Down near the 10. Up high to grab that one and bring it down. 1st and goal for the Colonels inside the 10.
Yeah, the Davis County coach staff wanting Lakin for a push-off. It got pretty physical there the last 2 or 3 steps there, but Lakin did a great job of keeping the defender off of him is what he really did, and it got some space between him and the corner and made a wonderful catch once again. And you can't say enough, Brody Belt, he throws a good football, guys.
He does. That was Seeger in on the coverage against McKinney, but McKinney up high to grab that one. 1st and goal from the 7 now for the Colonels.
Over 200 yards passing for Belt.
It's back-to-back games in his quarterback debut on the varsity level. And he's going to hand it off to Tony Burris inside the 5. Tony's in. 7-yard touchdown run for Burris with 8:54 to go in the third. Colonels on top 27-0.
Colonels look like they got off to a little better start this time offensively, eh, guys?
I think so.
Yeah, I'd say so indeed. All right, back at it again. Carson Weiss for his 4th PAT of the night. Hayden Turner over the ball. Snap is down, kick is up, and the kick is good.
Colonels 28, Davis County nothing. 8:54 to go in the third. We're back after this on WSON.
Secure your future with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm, providing excellence in life insurance for over 20 years. With us, your legacy is safe. Our dedicated team at 316 14th Street Henderson is ready to guide your journey towards financial security. Don't hesitate. Call us now at 270-826-9583 and embark on a safe, uncertainty-free tomorrow with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm.
by D. Patrick Ford. Nobody beats the Deal Beater, the Tri-State's largest new Ford and Lincoln dealer, Highway 41 in Walnut near the Lloyd Expressway, and dpatrickford.com. As the Colonels go 80 yards in 7 plays, exactly 3 minutes. Tony Burris, a 7-yard touchdown run to put the Colonels up 28-0. Barker going to fake the handoff and try to run it. Now he just throws it. Is that a pass or a fumble?
That's got to be intentional grounding. Nobody's around him.
Yep, he kind of just got rid of it at the 22.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, there was no receiver over there, and he just kind of slung it.
Well, the Colonel coaching staff is wondering why there wasn't a penalty lineman downfield. The fact of the matter is not all the linemen were down the field, just 4 of them. Number 56 was the only one that didn't make the trek across the line of scrimmage.
No flag of any kind. So it is
grounding
2nd and 10.
Illegal man downfield. Golly.
Garrison Barker, the quarterback, in his junior year. Empty backfield for him, and now a timeout called by Coach Anthony Payton. 8:48 to go in the third quarter. Colonels on top, 28-0 here on WSON.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great. Participate!
Another score. 35 points as the
36.
Roll running
35
clock.
now.
They moved to 35. Yep.
They moved it to 35?
They did, yep.
Fantastic.
Yep.
So you mean last week we were just a couple of scores away from
Yeah, we were up 21.
a running clock.
Yes, sir, we was.
Yep.
And still managed to blow the lead twice.
Here's a run by Maisie. Nothing there.
He's got 16 carries for 11
He
yards.
lost 3 there, so a 3rd and 17. 3rd and 13, excuse
Greg,
me.
something is wrong with your math tonight. But I'm concerned.
It's been a long week. 2 soccer games, now football.
Yeah, you're not saying meters at least.
Yeah,
That's good.
exactly.
That's
exactly.
The 25 penalties really got us.
Yeah, I was scared right then.
Yep.
Davis just 2 of 7 on 3rd down.
Penalty marker down before the snap.
Now, Davis County has become the calamity that we were the first 5 minutes of this game.
Coach Payton's out there. Did he call a timeout maybe before a flag
No,
came out? Or he's
going
just
to
out
try
there
to-
talking to him?
Just trying to give him play.
He's kind of stealing the timeout there. So it is a 5-yard
Dead ball,
penalty.
delay game
Oh, delay game.
on the offense. 5-yard penalty, replay 3rd down.
So to go as a 3rd and 17 here coming up for Davis County football at their own 12. 8 minutes left in this third quarter. Colonels on top of Davis County 28-0. Barker, empty backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Barker takes a snap, looking over the middle, throws, and it's going to be intercepted at the 32-yard line. Colonels with the pick. And Jack Dalton with the interception for Henderson, the Colonels' second takeaway of the night.
Well, the defense tonight has been rather opportunistic, and that was a prime example. But there, good pass rush from Myron Wright. The ball was kind of more or less bumped. The quarterback was hit as he threw, and the Colonels, Jack Dalton with a big play there. Huge turn of events there for the Colonels again.
Colonels' 3rd pick of the year, first for Dalton, and they'll have it at the 34-yard line.
Davis County, 8 possessions. They have 36 yards of offense.
Wow, what a job by the
That's 4.5 yards of
Colonel
possession.
defense.
And the bad situations they were put in the first quarter tonight. Wow.
Belt in the gun, empty backfield for him. 2 receivers either side. He's being pressured, and Brody gets away.
Oh, my gosh.
Now he's going to run. Has the 35, far sideline 30, and out of bounds inside the 25 near the first down marker.
How did that happen?
I'm telling you, the guy's got a little bit of swag to him. He did a great job of eluding that rush there, broke 2 tackles, got enough for the first down, and then just kind of shimmied out of bounds there. And again, has thrown the ball well tonight, but has run it effectively as well.
12 yards on that game from Belt to the 22-yard line. Almost appeared it was going to be a 12-yard loss.
I'd say he had to go 24 yards to get the 12.
Exactly, he did. Henderson Chevrolet first down for the Colonels from the Davis 22. Burris back there with Belt now as Belt takes a snap, hands off to Tony, off right tackle. Tony inside the 15, still on his feet, 10. Row down at the 5. First and goal coming up for the Colonels. On the Henderson Chevrolet first down, Davis County's Logan Cantrell on the stop. 16 yards for Burris.
Burris now 12th on the all-time list.
Belt coming out of the game. Jack Dalton in at quarterback here on first and goal from the 6.
Timeout, injury timeout.
That's an official's timeout there.
Yeah, Davis County player down.
It's like a cramp in the right leg, number 13.
And to give us a moment, appropriately, tell you about Owensboro Health. Owensboro Health Henderson Healthplex Outpatient Pharmacy is your go-to for all your pharmacy needs, offering extended hours, competitive pricing, and a wide range of services. For Healthplex patients or anyone in the community, the Healthplex is Henderson's go-to for pharmacy care. Colonels football tonight also being brought to you by DSS Rentals. Take it from Colonels football sophomore Jack Dalton, who just had that pick earlier. DSS Rentals is Henderson's source for equipment rentals. For personal and commercial projects, big or small, DSS Rentals has the tools for you. DSS Rentals on South Green and online at dss-rentals.com. And walking off under his own power is Davis County's Bennett Roberts. Just a cramp there, as Steve mentioned, so he'll likely be back. Kentucky football tomorrow. Pregame 4:30 kick at 6:45. The Cats in the Swamp to take on the Gators.
That's a good thing. Cats are on the road, right?
Good point. Away from
have more
Kroger
SEC
Field and
wins
Commonwealth
on
State.
the road than at home in the last 3 years.
Wow. First and goal from the 6. Dalton in at quarterback. Jack takes a snap. Running left, trying to get to the edge. He does. And he finger rolls it in the end zone. Jack Dalton, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colonels with the extra point, a chance to go up 35-0 and get their running clock going on Davis County.
Yeah, it certainly didn't have that feel like 90 minutes ago, guys, did it? But the Colonels have kind of stuck to what they did well last week and have done it a little bit better, or in times a little bit better this week. I know Coach was pleased with practice this week, as he said on the Coach's Corner this morning, and it looks like it has played out that way thus far. All right, it is going to be Miles Pryor with the PAT. It's up, and it's good.
Colonels 35, Davis County nothing, 7-11 to go in the third. We're back after this on WSON.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
It's the deal beater, the Tri-State's largest new Ford and Lincoln dealer. Highway 4101 under the Lord Expressway and online at dpatrickford.com. So running clock the rest of this third quarter. And into the fourth, 6:28 to go in the third as Colonel's up 35 points. Mercy roll in Kentucky high school football. Two receivers either way here for Barker, who takes a snap, throws a slant, nearly intercepted again by Dalton. As a little miscommunication between Barker and his intended receiver, Warren. And it's 2nd and 10.
He almost had one earlier in the first half also.
If you've had an accident and need auto body repair, remember it's your choice which body shop to use. Classic Automotive and Collision Center on Lower 2nd Street under the overpass. Classic Automotive, where you're driving home their reputation. $35-0 Colonel's going to snap a 4-game losing streak.
Still got a chance for a home playoff game.
And some movement on the line of scrimmage before the snap. Colonel's
dead ball
toward Davis.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
There you go. It is 5 yards against the Panthers. Again, be sure to join us Monday night at 7. Right here behind the football stadium, the Colonel Soccer Field. Coach Benson Pryor and the Colonels, 2nd region champions, take on the 4th region champions, Bowling Green, in the first round of the state tournament, the Sweet 16 soccer, with the first couple rounds being hosted by home team sites before they get the Final Four into one location. Handoff to Maisie, and Maisie across the 35, still on his feet, 40, brought down at the 44. Maisie picks up a dozen and will bring up a 3rd and manageable here at about the 44-yard line.
He only had 11 yards before that carry.
And he is reeling a little bit after that carry, kind of favoring that right side, kind of bent over at the waist now.
They're just 2 of 8 on 3rd down. Defense done a real good job of getting them off the field.
Two receivers right, one to the left for Barker. Takes a shotgun snap, handoff to Maisie. Maisie tries to spin, but Rush there to hem him up, and a host of Colonels join in
you're not
for
gonna be
no gain.
Spin against that line.
You know, it's funny, the Colonel defense playing so great tonight, but actually statistically they came in as one of the worst defenses in 6A football, but a lot to do with that competition.
Last week,
yeah.
And then the Paducah-Tillman game.
They were last. They were the worst defense against the pass out of 31 teams, and 26 out of 31 against the run, coming in 2-5. But just a loaded start to the schedule, and obviously playing great tonight. Here's a screen. It is complete.
He didn't get it.
I don't think so either.
Oh, we gave him a good mark.
Catch is made by Maisie out of the backfield, and it will depend on the mark as they went for it on 4th. They do give him the first down.
No way he got that. Just saying.
It's at the 47, and a Panther first down with 2:50 to go in this third quarter. Two receivers left, far side of the field, 2 to the right. Handoff, Maisie, off the right guard, and he gets 3 yards to right at midfield, right on the 50. As a tackle on the play by the Colonel's Myron Wright.
2nd and 7 for Davis County from the 50-yard line.
Don't forget about Sunday. Titans on the air Sunday, taking on Buffalo.
It'll be a tough one for the Titans.
It's been a tough year for the Titans.
I think it's going to get tougher.
Here's a pass, and it is complete for a first down. Catch made at the 42. Nice
Almost a
Catch,
pig.
Yep. That was Hunt making that reception. One of the better throws for Barker tonight. And Hunt there to grab it at the Colonel 42. And a fresh set of downs with 90 seconds to go in this third quarter. Running clock, Colonel's on top of Davis County 35-0.
First and 10 for Davis County from Henderson County, 42-yard line.
Two receivers either side for Barker. Handoff, Maisie. Actually, no, it may be in
34
yep,
maybe?
Yep, that's I saw too, Scotty. So first carry of the night for McGrath.
Second and 7 for Davis County from Henderson County, 39-yard line.
A gain of 3 for McGrath and a 2nd and 7 for the Panthers. With the football at the Colonel 39 with 40 seconds left here in this third quarter. All Colonels leading 35-0. Barker with Maisie back in there. Hands off to Maisie. Gatlin Maisie down near the 30. He picks up 9 yards and has another first down. Rush on the stop for Henderson. We talked about some of the stats this week. Rush, one of the top tacklers in 6A football. He was fourth in tackles amongst 6A schools. And that is the end of the third quarter. After 3, Colonels 35, Davis County nothing here on WSON.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
Brief on running clock as the Colonels lead Davis County 35-0. Davis County with the football, though, first and 10 at the Colonels 30. Moving the chains on the ground a little bit here with Maisie in the backfield. And Gatlin Maisie again, one of the better rushers in 6A football. He's going to get 4 yards to the 26, tackled by Hayden Turner. Colonel football tonight brought to you in part by Branson Surveys. Branson Surveys can determine the elevation of your property, survey property lines, and do foundation inspections. Branson Surveys doesn't work from 9 to 5. Branson Surveys works from start to finish.
Be the 10th play of this drive here.
2nd and 6 from the 26 for Davis County. With 11:20 left in the game. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Handoff Maisie off that right side. Nowhere this time. Maybe a yard, if that.
Back him up.
Christian Hagan in on the stop for the Colonels, along with Jackson Wallace.
3rd and 8 for Davis County.
Loss of 1, and it'll be a 3rd and 8 for the Panthers from the Colonels' 28.
They've wasted 9 minutes almost of game clock. Of course, it's running.
Yep, midway through that third quarter, got the running clock, and the Colonels went up 35-0.
At a 7-11 mark.
Now Barker going to throw, man open, but it's incomplete down near the goal line. He was looking for a Hunt who got turned around And it is 4th and 8 coming up for Davis County inside the Colonel 30. They'll go for it.
Hear about all the scoring plays tomorrow morning on the morning show with yours truly, and that'll happen at about 7:25 tomorrow morning right here on WSON. UK football sometime thereafter, as Greg talked about earlier, on your home for the Colonels, Lady Colonels, and Wildcats, WSON.
4:30 pregame, 6:45 kick for the Cats at Florida tomorrow. Barker going to throw on 4th down, going for it all toward the end zone, and a pass interference called against Turner. We'll keep that drive alive as penalty markers come in. Hunt was the intended receiver, and Turner hit with the interference.
During the play, passing interference, number 4 on the defense. 15 yards from the previous spot, results in a first down. Correction, will be a half the distance to the goal, still results in a first down.
Probably about 15 yards.
So the ball will go to the 14.
So 14-yard penalty.
1st and 10 for the Panthers from Henderson County, 14-yard
1st and 10 from the Colonel 14. The Colonel defense can play for a little pride, try to keep him out of the end zone as they hand off to Maisie again. He's going to get it down to the 11. Gain of 3 for Maisie. With 8.5 minutes left in this one, take it from Colonel's football sophomore Jack Dalton. DSS Rentals is Henderson's source for equipment rentals for personal and commercial projects, big or small. DSS Rentals has the tools for you. On South Green, you can find DSS Rentals, and online you can find them at dss-rentals.com. 2nd and 8 for the Colonels from the for Davis County, from the Colonel 12. Barker looking over the middle, firing deep back toward the end zone, and it is incomplete.
Good defense.
It was good coverage in the corner of the end zone there by Avant Baxter in on the coverage. And it'll be 3rd and 8 from the 12 for the Panthers.
Just 2 of 10 on 3rd down, but 2 of 2 on 4th.
3rd and 8 for Davis County from Henderson County, 12-yard line.
7.5 minutes left in the game with the clock running. Colonels on top 35-0. Davis County trying to get on the board. Barker, handoff, Maisie getting his way inside the 10 down near the 7. It'll be 4th down as he's about 3 or 4 yards shy of a first down. It's the 8 where they mark him. He needs
4th and 4 for Davis County.
the 4.
Henderson County, 8-yard line.
Between the 4 and 5, well, it looks like it'll get there. So 4th and 4, 3.5 will do it as well. See if the Colonel defense can make another stand here, keep that 0 on the board. But first, timeout, Davis County. 6:37 to go in the game. Davis County facing a 4th and 4 from the Colonel's 8 when we come back on WSON.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street.
He's going to try to throw toward the end zone, and it is complete. Touchdown. 8-yard touchdown catch in the corner of the end zone made by Jace Hunt. Good throw there in the right corner of the end zone, and Davis County on the board.
The clock should still be running until this kick, and the ref stopped it.
Barker, 8 yards to Hunt. I'll go down to Steve for the extra point here for Davis County. 35-6 the score now.
Sorry, guys, lost the earpiece. There's the snap. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
Colonels 35, Davis County 7, 6:19 to go in the game. Back after this on WSON.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
Colonel's kickoff fielded by Dalton at the 10. Jack across the 20, breaks the tackle at the 25, and is knocked out of bounds just across the 30 after Davis County takes up nearly 13 minutes. Of course, you had the running clock in there, but a long drive. That included 15 plays. Barker to Hunt, an 8-yard touchdown.
Now we got a flag on somebody, unsportsmanlike.
There's a flag on the play.
A penalty marker down after that. Return. Pointing toward it was against Davis County.
Definitely against Davis. Now, whether it's called that way, we'll see, but it was definitely against Davis.
After the
Speaking of Davis, Colonel's playing without their starter at quarterback who started the season, Trajan Davis, out with a shoulder injury. Trajan actually was cleared to practice this week and did Monday and Tuesday, but re-aggravated that shoulder on Wednesday and out this week. And the Colonels are just going to try to keep it week to week if he can come back. But best case scenario, they do get him back, but I think they're treating it like maybe he will not get back, but Trajan's going to do a little bit more rehab and maybe get back for the Owensboro game or playoffs possibly. But Brody Belt stepped in and a great job, as he's going to hand off to King Cumbest, and Cumbest is going to lose a yard to the 46. As we go under 5 minutes to go in the game, Colonel's on top 35-7. And Thrasher Boyd State Farm Insurance helps you tackle savings when you combine home and auto insurance. See Ann at the corner of 14th and North Green Streets to start your savings. Call 826-9583 or visit AnnIsMyAgent.com.
We just need a first down.
A 2nd and 11 now for the Colonels from the 46. Turner leaves it off, and it's going to be a couple yards on the carry. It is Kingston Scheidler's first carry of the night. He's got a few this year.
Yep, a few against Central Hardin, I remember that.
And it's his 3rd carry of the year, and 2 carries for 11 yards coming in. Kingston Scheidler. Gain of a couple, and it's a 3rd and 8 with under 3.5 minutes to play here at Colonel Stadium. Steve Tow will have Lakin McKinney and J.R. Rush as his post-game guest on Colonel Comments. We'll hear from the head coach, Josh Boston, and have the scoreboard show for you as well. Belt, handoff, Cumbus coming near side 40. A lot of speed at 30, and he's pushed out of bounds around the 30-yard line.
Yeah. Oh, wow. They're gonna call hold.
Penalty marker back at midfield.
That'd be 100 yards on the Colonels. You could have caught a horse collar at the end of that, too.
During the run, we have holding Henderson County 10 yards from the spot, still third down.
So Colonels, as Scotty mentioned, penalized over 100 yards tonight. Ball goes back to their own 40, and it'll be a 3rd and 17.
You clean that up for the playoffs. Win next week, you'll most likely play Central Hardin, and then if you can get past that one, you'll go to North Hardin.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, tight end left for the Colonels here. Scheidler again on the carry for a yard, maybe 2, tackled by Davis County's Coffee. As we go under 2 minutes to play, Colonel punt team coming out. Henderson County on the road next week. Final district game as the Colonels will take on Christian County at the Stadium of Champions. 6:15 pregame, 7 o'clock kick for that one as well. And back here 2 weeks from tonight, November 1st, against the Owensboro Red Devils to end the regular season. So none to punt. He's had 1 block tonight.
He's got a 41-yarder.
This one is off and going to hit around the 30, take a high bounce, and going to be down inside the 30-yard line down near the 27 with 1:09 to go in the ball game. Our game tonight has been presented by Owensboro Health. Owensboro Health Orthopedics is your go-to for expert ortho care. Make an appointment or visit the walk-in clinic Monday through Friday from 8 to 11, located at the Henderson Healthplex. Owensboro Health Orthopedics, the official sports medicine provider of the Henderson County Colonels. Davis County going to drop to 2-6, 0-2 in the district. The Colonels will be 3-5 and move to 1-1 in district play. Snap, and they're going to hand it off, and that'll be the final play of the game. Henderson County Colonels snap a 4-game losing streak, get a district win here tonight at home, 35-7 over Davis County. For Steve Town on the sideline, Scott Stone with me here in the booth. My name is Greg Busby. Once again, your final score, Henderson County 35, Davis County 7. Stay tuned for the Colonels after.